Shout out my man Lorenzo for the DWIT. Couldn't make a video about the Memphis Grizzlies loss without first acknowledging the 2-game winning streak we went on in my video hiatus. So we're gonna get to that before we get to the Memphis game. So the first game was Sacramento. I don't have the score in front of me. I apologize, but Julius Randle. The only thing you actually need to know is Julius Randle career high 46. He flat out took Domantas Sabonis to school. Domantas Sabonis played it for the Pacers, so that was a matchup they saw. They saw each other often. And I expressed in my previous videos that I do believe that GMs value them the same. Their value is the same in GM's eyes. While I do believe Julius Randle is a better player, I'm of the opinion that maybe some GMs will see the age gap to be the difference in balancing out the talent gap. Julius Randle, whenever he plays Domantas Sabonis, for whatever reason, it's personal. It's like, I don't know, maybe, I don't know if I can't even think of what it could be. He's a much younger player, so no type of draft thing. I don't know, maybe he just doesn't like his cologne. He doesn't like the way he smells, not like his face. But for whatever reason, when you watch it, Domantas Sabonis, every time Julius Randle plays him, he gives them buckets. Julius Randle played like he wanted to show the world that there was a huge talent gap, like I said. The team scored 80-plus points in the second half. I wasn't able to watch the full game. I had some things to send to. But I was keeping track. And to see them, they were down like 15 when I started watching. I think they did get down as much as 20. But to score 80 points in the second half, that's a big-time team. It's a big-time team win. Cam Reddish was doing a lot of that. I'll get to that later. But yeah, that was a game about Julius Randle. Julius Randle got a shot. He made quick decisions. He's a completely different player. When he makes quick decisions, he's not thinking. He's not too overly looking to get players involved. He lets the guards do that and just focus on getting right to the basket. Or even just when he does take a shot, shoot quick. Like I said, don't sit on it. Don't think about it. Then the next game is the New York Knicks travel to Dallas. And it was another episode of First 48. Shout out to my people in Dallas. We beat them by 30, held them to 77. Now, holding any team to 77 in a game is impressive. But when you're able to hold a team that's been hot, a team that's been flourishing after their Porzingis trade, which not to mention, who would have thunk it, huh? Go Knicks, baby. See, listen, in life, you gotta always say that the grass isn't always greener. You might be saying to yourself, man, looking at other people's situation, thinking, man, that looks nice. That looks way better than what I got going on. But a wise man once told me, if everybody can take their problems out and put them on the table, you would take yours and run. That being said, I'm happy to say that we're still owed compensation for Porzingis. We still spending Porzingis money if we wouldn't talk about it. We still have a 2023 first round draft pick. When that situation happened, I'm happy I wasn't making these videos. I probably would have said something crazy. But to think that we won that trade, and again, still winning technically because we still have a pick to go, it's pretty impressive, you know. But again, that was a great stretch of basketball. Like I said, three road wins after a tough loss versus the Suns, you know, in a game-winning fashion on the road. Shows a lot of character about the team. Shows what the team is made of. And again, I'll give it the credit. I've said a lot of bad things about Tom Thibodeau, but it shows that the coach, he's still in their ear. They're still listening. They're still playing hard. They're still fighting through. You know, they're deciding to battle instead of packing it in a situation where, I'll be honest, it looks very bleak as opportunities to make the playoffs. But hey, if you keep playing hard, you never know what can happen. Like I said, Tom has really shown some nice rotational adjustments. Playing young brothers is really good to see. Like I said, what happened? Right? I've been screaming to play the young guys. They play the young guys. And we start winning. It's almost like it's magic. But hey, the young guys, Cam Reddish He was hurt before the Dallas game, but he didn't play in the Dallas game rather. But if I'm not mistaken, the news didn't break that he was done for the season until before this game, or yesterday, if I'm not mistaken. Yesterday being the day before the Memphis Grizzlies game. It was really hurt. He was starting to really show that he was a player, starting to really embrace the role, develop trust with Tom Thibodeau, and began to develop trust in the minutes. Started to play loose, play free, enjoy the game again. Like I've stated in the playing videos, when you're constantly worried about getting pulled, when you're constantly worried about, is the coach watching me? Is the coach, did he like that play? Did he like this play? It's hard to just have fun and really show your stuff, really get your ability out. You know, when you gotta be in a situation sometimes. Now again, it's not just on the coach. You gotta be able to put the ball in the hole. You gotta be able to be ready for your moment. But at the same time, you gotta be put in advantageous situations to, again, play your game, to play the way you wanna play. When you have a coach hounding you, it's tough sometimes. So, and it will really hurt. And so again, I'm gonna touch on this with the next video. But what really hurts is Cam Reddish absence showed a lot in the Memphis Grizzlies game. You know, teams aren't able to go on huge runs or come back from huge deficits when you're able to stagger a player like Cam Reddish within your stars. So when you're able to put a Cam Reddish on the floor with an RJ Barrett and Mitchell Robinson, and you're able to rest, you know, Burks who's starting, Fournier who's starting, and Randle who's getting hot, things like that. When you're able to stagger those minutes, you're able to always have players on the floor that can get their own shot, create for others, and still stretch the floor. Cam Reddish can do all those things. And when you put that aside, put that next to RJ Barrett, who has chemistry going back to college, and then with Mitchell Robinson, who has athleticism and defensive prowess to, you know, defend the rim, run the floor. You'll be able to get a fast-paced game, maybe Adam McBride. When you're able to put these young guys together, you're able to develop something. It's like, to be honest, I feel like we've been bringing a machete to a gunfight with not playing Reddish so many times, because, like I said, when you're able to put a player on the floor that can do what he does and rest your starters, that's really impressive. And again, it seems like Julius Randle gets the most out of himself when he's playing with, you know, Burks, Gibson, Fournier. For whatever reason, maybe it's the veteran lineup. Maybe we should have two lineups. The veteran lineup, well, I mean, of course, after the starters, because the starters are going to remain the same. But you know what I mean. But I want to say, I'll say that for the next video. But yeah, so I'm gonna get too much into the Grizzlies game. I'm gonna be lunching. I want to end the video on a positivity. So again, it was very positive to see us going to 2-game winning streak, 3-game winning streak total. We got a slim chance, but hey, listen, we still got a chance to make the playing game. I think about 4 games or 3.5 games back with the Atlanta Hawks. A lot to be decided. We'll have to wait and see. Until then, show me love. Yeah. Stay tuned for next video. See what happens.